If the idea of a getaway in a cozy historic inn and gourmet meals sound appealing, you'll love our next story. The rustic charm of Bryson City, North Carolina's Fryemont Inn has been captivating guests since 1923, and it won't take you long to discover why it still does today. Once guests experience the rustic charm of the Fryemont, tucked in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountains, they're hooked.
When we first arrive and I walk into that lobby, I feel like I've come home. It's just so beautiful. It's a large space with beautiful poplar, shiny poplar floors and a massive stone fireplace you can get warm by in the winter, and lots of comfy seating area. We started coming here 34 years ago. What brings us back are the owners. They're just so wonderful and we love them all. And the other people who come to the inn.
Everyone loves the history of this inn. It was built almost 100 years ago by a man named Amos Fry and is truly irreplaceable.
It's a historic place. It was built in 1923. It's on the National Register, and it's one of the few remaining wooden structures from the early 20th century. It hasn't changed very much. Amos was a timber baron. He owned thousands of acres of timber in this area, and when the chestnut blight came in the early 20s, he decided to cut all of his chestnut and use it well. And so one of the things he did was build this hotel. The floors were all maple and oak, the walls are all paneled in chestnut, and there isn't any more chestnut, so it couldn't be rebuilt at any cost today. It's simple, it's rustic.
The inn has 36 rooms with 5 family suites, and all have a private bath. It's the perfect place to enjoy quality time together for families and couples.
We don't have televisions in the rooms. Families have a tendency to gather in the lobby. They sit around the fireplace, they get to know one another, they play puzzles on the big game table in the middle. It's amazing how kids will unplug very easily if given the opportunity. It's a very romantic place, I think. There's an aura about this place that is very warm and inviting and quite romantic.
There are also more private and modern accommodations.
We have our fireplace suites especially are wonderful for couples who just want to get away from it all. They have balconies, some of them have patios, and it's very private and romantic.
After visiting here for many years, the Browns bought the Fryemont in 1982. They continued operating the inn as a true family business and hope it will stay that way long into the future.
Our son and daughter-in-law are in business with us. In fact, they are the hands-on day-to-day operators of the inn today. They have a 20-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter, and both of them have shown an interest in being part of the Fryemont Inn in the future, so we can only hope for the best.
The historic inn is seasonal, opening in mid-April and closing after Thanksgiving. But there are delightful options year-round for those in search of peace and quiet during a winter mountain escape. The lovely restaurant is seasonal as well. Breakfast and dinner are included in the guest stay. Even if you are not staying here but would like to dine at the Fryemont, be sure to make a reservation.
The breakfast is full country breakfast, whatever you like, order off the menu. The same thing with dinner. We have a lot of different beef, chicken, ham, pork dishes, all of our soups and salads and desserts, and everything is completely homemade. We serve 3 side dishes every night with your entree that are served family style. They come to the table in bowls. The entree you choose, but the vegetables come in bowls and side dishes, and you pass them around the table. Every single night there's cake, pie, and cobbler on the menu.
In addition to wonderful food, the Fryemont is a place that many guests never leave once they arrive. But there is plenty to do nearby.
I'm retired now, so what I enjoy is just relaxing here and getting my nook out and reading and just walking outside in nature and climbing the hills. For the young people, there is everything here. Hiking on the trails up in the Blue Ridge, the Smoky Mountains. There's the whitewater rafting nearby. There's rich history all around, and the pool here at the Fryemont is unbelievable. It's beautiful.
If a mountain getaway in a lovely historic inn appeals to you, consider a stay at the Fryemont in Bryson City, North Carolina.
The minute they walk in the door and they see the lobby and the fireplace and the wood and the guests and people having fun, and it's a very warm, inviting place, and you might show up a stranger, but most of our guests leave as family.
I feel the love of the owners. I feel the love of the other guests. This inn is very old, and I feel things here that I never feel anywhere else.